Greetings from Mobility Outlook and welcome to Mobility Features. Today we are at Tata Motors Pune plant, a cornerstone of innovation and productivity, located in Pimpri-Chinchwad Industrial Estate in Pune.
Operating in two shifts, the CV plant manufactures over 480 vehicles daily across various categories. What sets this plant apart is not just its manufacturing capabilities, but also its steadfast commitment to diversity and upskilling. Welcome to the fascinating world of truck manufacturing. Let us take the behind the scenes look at how these powerful machines come to life. Once the chassis is crafted, the engine takes its place, intricately connected to the essential components like the transmission, exhaust system, and fuel lines. We could see many women in the transmission, engine assembly, and the trim line here. Simultaneously, the cabin is constructed separately, featuring the assembly of seats, dashboard, steering wheel, and other interior elements. Two main components, chassis and cabin, then come together seamlessly. The truck's functionality gets a boost as electrical systems, lighting, sensors, and controls are integrated. Quality takes the front seat as each truck undergoes rigorous checks. Mechanical, electrical, and safety systems are put to test to ensure everything is in perfect working condition. The vehicle undergoes a final inspection to make sure it meets the highest quality standards. With about 1,300 women involved in assembling trucks of all categories, the plant has seen a remarkable increase in gender diversity. Let us hear from Mr. Sunil Kumar Tiwari, Plant Head, Commercial Vehicles Plant in Pune, Tata Motors, on what is the necessity for the company to create a dedicated assembly manned by women.
We actually have a vision of becoming a world-class company in terms of world-class product, world-class people, and world-class services. To achieve these all, it is important that we have top-class talent. If we only go for hiring the male, we will be focusing only on the 50% of the talent available in the market. And that is where 50% of the women talent gets untouched. We formulated a vision around it and we started working in a structured way right from 3 to 5 years back when we started finding areas where do we employ them. But later, we designed our processes in a way that all our processes can be operated by women employees. The purpose around this was to take talent, deploy talent inside the shop floor in a way that we have best talent for each of the processes inside the factory.
The company has prepared a unique training module for women.
Yeah, since I mentioned that we are hiring top class talent as part of women talent, which is generally untapped in the market. So it helps us in terms of three ways. And for any process to operate at optimum level, it is important that we train our employee for safety, because unless until an employee is not safe, he generally is not in a position to deliver 100% of him. So whenever a women employee comes to the factory, we divide them into groups. We take them through our world-class training center, which we have inside Tata Motors Pune CV factory. We train them exclusively on safety through all our standards, what they need to take care of so that they remain safe inside the factory. Once this is done, we identify based on interactions who has what type of talent and where she can give her best. After doing that, we have customized training programs related to process where she learns and does best out of her. We engage them through hands-on training inside the shop floor on specific initiatives like self-directed team, self-managed team, where they work with experienced people and learn at site. This is how it is making all our women employees very competent and very capable, in line with any employee, and they deliver in line with any experienced person inside the factory.
2 years ago, the percentage of women workforce was a mere 2.7%, and today it stands at 15%. The company aims to achieve an ambitious target of 30% within a year. Their responsibilities do not end with the recruitment. It is necessary to motivate women workforce to retain them.
This is very important. Why I am saying this is very important is talent is there in the market. Anyone can hire them. It is important for any hired employee of any category, male or female. It is important that how we give an environment to them so that they learn, they deliver, they feel proud, they enjoy the job. Coming back to women employee, when we mapped first necessity things we mapped, basic things, the environment at shop floor, washroom facilities inside the factory we created beforehand. Starting from their home, because most of them are from various places in Maharashtra. The city is first time to those women employees. Most of them are coming from village environment. So we thought that let's care for them starting from home. They come through our buses, they get engaged into our people in Gemba meetings, and then they go to their workplace. While coming back home, they again go back to home in the same buses. They are provided uniforms, they are provided trainings, they are given all opportunity to explore, deliver, and earn various reward and recognitions inside the factory. Not only this, they are members of self-directed teams, they are members of self-managed teams, and many of them are pursuing further so that they grow in their career. So in nutshell, the environment in the shop floor is such that they feel safer than they are at home. And this is what is helping us to improve numbers year on year, and now currently we are at 30% of female employment.
To enhance the well-being of its shop floor employees, the company conducted a thorough analysis of over 5,000 operations through the REBA-RULA study, that is Rapid Entire Body Assessment and Rapid Upper Limb Assessment, and introduced innovative techniques to enhance ergonomics.
We are into cab trim line, Tata Motors Pune CV. As you see the shop floor, it is epoxy painted, there is no obstruction. All women right from that end to this end are in full uniform, starting from shoes, safety shoes, to hand gloves, to helmets. So this is all has come because of the training and inputs we give them and make them bold. Now if you look from this place, the whole shop is clear, there is no obstruction. On that side, this side, it looks appealing through all world-class cab manufactured already. It looks like we are not in a, women feel that they are not in a truck manufacturing company, they are actually in a car manufacturing. Number two, to give them a secure place. That side you can see that they have their tea breaks and all at that place, very near to this place. On both sides, we have world-class washroom for them so that they don't feel that we are not at the right place. Basic hygiene, we feel that is first important thing, to give them an environment to excel. In the process they do. You can see that, look at the women, how they stand near the cabin. When the door is opened, they try to stand away from the door. This has all been built into them. So they always feel while working in cab trim line that they are not working in a commercial vehicle manufacturing, but they feel like they are working in a car industry.
The plant has taken a lot of special initiatives to match the productivity levels of women-operated assembly lines.
So Murli, when we started hiring them, the first thing what we took care of is our each processes should be in a way that any person, irrespective of diversity and gender, can deliver 100% of his. So this has come by design. Now what happens? Generally speaking, some employees are lesser height, some are more height. So at such places, what we have given, we have provided additional aids so that doesn't put them at additional pressure to perform their task. Not only this, there is an initiative in Tata Motors called effort and ergonomics. How many times an employee need to bend, how many times an employee need to move, that is also optimized. And these all suggestions are not only coming from the top. I'm happy to share that most of the suggestions are coming from bottom up through these employees, and all of them are part of self-directed team and self-managed team. You can see, Murli, there are couple of girls who are actually supervisors. So they are additional help to them in creating a good environment where they can talk freely, walk freely, get suggestions freely and improve.
All these initiatives were possible due to the special initiatives taken by the company. Let us hear more on this from Mr. Biswarup Mukherjee, Head HR, Commercial Vehicles, Tata Motors.
Well, to drive gender diversity, there are three things that any organization needs to work on. And I think we also learnt it while we knew about it, but we learnt it and we started implementing all the three aspects. The first aspect is leadership intent. I think that's the most important. I think as leadership, you need to be really at it and be very, very sure that we are going to drive diversity in this organization. I think it is the single most important factor to drive diversity, because there will be a lot of roadblocks, there will be a lot of challenges on the way when you venture into something like this. If there is leadership support and leadership intent, all of us will come out successful, because it is possible. It is just a bit difficult, but it is possible. And hence leadership intent is one of the most important aspects. The second aspect which is important is ecosystem. How do you create an ecosystem? And when I talk about ecosystem, I talk about infrastructure, I talk about ergonomics, I talk about even the smallest thing, hygiene issues like are there toilets available? So I think, are we creating the ecosystem for women or diverse talent to thrive in the organization? I think that is, do you have the practices, policies? So all these are part of ecosystem. I think policies also play a major role, because if you are intending to encourage diversity, are you really having policies that really amplify that? The third aspect is sensitization. I think a lot about this has been spoken, and we all know, but I think it is very important that we call out these subconscious biases that we have. We call out these biases and discuss within ourselves that yes, I have that bias and I need to get rid of that bias. I think this is very important step, and we are driving a lot around sensitization across Tata Motors through this wonderful initiative called Wonderful Conversations. And there we actually sit with managers for a full day, take them through innovative approach on how we can get rid of some of our subconscious bias around diversity. So I think it's a three-pronged approach that we are driving, and last but not the least, what gets reviewed gets done. So I think if you put it as a metric in your daily work management, in your KPIs, in your leadership reviews, I think that's the best way to drive, because organizations work on the simple philosophy of what gets reviewed gets done. So I think all these 3-4 aspects have contributed to us driving. I am sure that this will further help us to thrive more in this arena as we actually look at the increasing the diversity across Tata Motors much more.
I was working here from last 4 years.
I'm working for Tata Motors past 1 year.
I have got the feel from commercial vehicles. That was so excitement that which commercial vehicle we have saw in our day-to-day life outside from the roads, which we are going to make that.
मुझे पहले से ही टेक्निकल का बहुत शौक रहा है.
मुझे टाटा जैसी कंपनी में काम करना था, इसलिए मैंने अप्लाई किया टाटा मोटर्स में. So when I get the offer letter from the Tata Motors, I was so excited that I have cracked and I am selected in this company.
ये पूरी ग्रेट अपॉर्चुनिटी थी मेरे लिए, और ये सुनकर मेरा परिवार और मैं भी बहुत खुश हुई थी कि मेरे को इतने बड़े कंपनी में काम करने की अपॉर्चुनिटी मिली है.
They are firstly putting safety for ourselves, like to protect us.
बट मुझे ऐसा लग रहा था कि मैं यहाँ पे काम नहीं कर सकूँगी.
तो उसके बाद जब मैंने यहाँ थोड़ा टाइम स्पेंड किया, मतलब देखा, पूरा सोचा समझा,
मैंने काम करना शुरू किया और मैं अब पूरा काम मैं पूरी अच्छी तरीके से कर सकती हूँ.
I am learning so many things. The company providing us very different facilities for us. They are caring us.
We are taking our company initiative in positive ways and start recruiting girls on this line.
तो अभी हर लाइन पे लड़की काम करती है.
All our experience was great, and my career was starting from here. So I am proud about it.
एक टाटा मोटर्स ने एक अच्छा किया है कि ये दिखा के दिया है कि गर्ल्स के लिए कुछ भी इम्पॉसिबल नहीं है.
I am proud that I am a girl and I am making this cabs only.
I am really proud that I am the part of this line and I am the part to set this line at this level.
और मुझे ये टाटा जैसी कंपनी में काम करने का मौका मिला, इसलिए मैं बहुत ग्रेटफुल हूँ टाटा.
Taking a stride towards inclusivity, the plant is planning to embrace transgender and hearing-impaired individuals to enrich its shop floor community. Talking on the diversity, equity, and inclusion, Mr. Mukherjee says,
So we firmly believe as an organization, Tata Motors and our commercial vehicles, that diversity is something which is going to be a game changer for us in the days ahead. As the business world becomes more diverse, more disruptive, it is important that we encourage diverse views, we encourage diverse workforce, because that will stir the innovation pot in the organization and that will create business opportunities for the organization. So that is a belief that we have. We have currently started with gender diversity, or I would say we have thrived with gender diversity as of now. However, we would want to broaden the horizon of diversity. It is not only gender, it needs to play out in other areas as well. So like you are saying, you are talking about diversity in the area of talent. For example, we are also looking at how can we hire and retain diverse talent in the organization. So it is not necessarily that talent has to be from one genre, it has to be from automotive backgrounds only. So we are broadening the definition of diversity. Next is, are we also looking at the third gender, as they say? So we are piloting on some of these. Can we look at specially abled talent? How can we help specially abled talent? We are piloting with this. I would not say that we have moved significantly in this area, because our focus has been to drive the gender diversity, get it into some level, and then focus on this area. So we are parallelly working on the pilots in these areas. However, gender and talent are our priorities right now, and we are focusing on how we can get diverse talent as well and diversity in terms of gender as well, and along with that piloting on the other areas.
according to Mr. Mukherjee, women exhibit higher engagement levels, taking pride in their work for an automotive company and being associated with Tata brand. Notably, women also demonstrate lower attrition rates, highlighting their commitment to the organization. Currently, there are more than 3,500 women technicians across all commercial vehicle plants of Tata Motors in India, constituting 15% of the total workforce. The company has set an ambitious goal to elevate this figure to 30% within the next year. Now, the company is opting for an all-female workforce in white-collar positions also, and inclusion of men is considered a deviation. The Tata Motors Pune plant stands tall as a symbol of progress, seamlessly blending tradition with cutting-edge technology. We can look forward to more innovative initiatives in the days to come.